If you want to use newer grid syntax, you're going to have to do a little bit of extra work to protect older browsers that might break. Now, it's not a lot of extra work, it's actually very simple. So here I have the exact same 5 children div inside of a parent div, and right now they are all set to flexbox. So down here, display flex, flex wrap, and I've set up some sizing so that it all just works, and I am ready to add some grid classes. Now, the first really cool thing is that the cascade works in our advantage. Anytime we can use the cascade, we are gold. So I can just go display grid and it's going to start flipping around, which is okay. And then grid template columns, and it is not columns, it is not repeating once, it is 1FR, 1FR, 2FR. And now everything lines up really nice, and because I'm in a new modern browser, it knows what to do if there are more children than there are columns. It just wraps them around and starts filling the next row. Older browsers don't support this, and so we need to do something, and the way that we do that is by using @supports. Now, wherever you want to put this, you do it. I'm just going to toss it right in here like this, @supports, and then we give it one of these, and I get rid of that, and down here, another curly bracket just to put it in its place, curly brace, and it's saying that there's an error because I haven't added anything inside of these parentheses. Now, your first thought might be to say, okay, display grid. If it supports grid, then we set this up. Except remember that both IE and older versions of Edge both support display grid. So even though IE is going to fail on this because it doesn't use the @supports property, older versions of Edge do support that and will let this pass, which means that it's going to break. The easiest way to do that is to use a property that Edge doesn't support, and the one that I like to use is grid auto rows, because those older browsers don't support anything that has to do with auto, and we can just hammer any number in here and it works. So we have a really nice fallback, right up here we have a really nice fallback, and then for the browsers that do support it, they are going to use grid, which is awesome. Whether or not you think that this example is really good, this is a lot of fallback code, so you might just want to stay with that and ignore grid on this one. But if you had just a little bit of fallback code, then this would make perfect sense. And it's a very easy way to get going on all of that new grid syntax.